Like,
Look, like actually look.
They're nice. I like it.
You're not looking.
I already seen it.
No, you didn't. You weren't even paying attention. Look.
They're nice. Why you got a cross on?
Cause. G. Yeah, Jesus. And actually, it's just a 5, but it's a little cute.
Okay.
I just do the nails.
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a team from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wade. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Army Black Knights offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man. He is the guy. He is priority number 1.
And the Black Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So Memphis offense will get the ball for the... And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy, because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sidelined.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night, mommy. Good night.
Line, he's good in the pass, he's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible, because he has wrecked many a games.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it in the middle. It's Spears.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Black Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with the...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Powers through the defender, and he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
Got his man quickly. There's plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Oh, better look out.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Quarterback keeper. We reached the break, and Army has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll run play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The lone back's got it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Punts it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting...
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. The Black Knights backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really good-looking run, and when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block, and as a defense, you better limit your mental errors, or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
It's complete, and the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Grabbed behind the line. It's Flowers. Still on his feet at the 40. Turning it on. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Black Knights are on the move. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Black Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Wade. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Black Knights started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On the move, it's Flowers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Army!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibbs. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Memphis! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Using his legs, it's Flowers. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
And the Black Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Memphis will be forced to punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Some misdirection with the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Black Knights are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down the 14-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Has to get there to move the sticks. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad.
And the pass rush is up. And they tackle him at the 19.
I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple of plays ago because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up a sack. It's going to make this third down really tricky.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Makes the grab. It's Gibbs. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to...
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The inside handoff. Down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play. Perfect time right there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to throw it again. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And this is an individual decision. 3rd quarter, got an opportunity to go by more than a touchdown. A lot of people take the field goal here, but more and more the aggressiveness wins. I'm in a good spot, 4th and goal. It's not a long way to go. Do I want to go for the touchdown?
Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock. And unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 6 over San Diego State.
To the air on 1st down.
Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Still running at the 40. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A little release to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the... Touchdown, Tiger! Excellent pass by the back on the option. On to attempt to try.
And how about this offensive line. 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Here's the give off the left side. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Running through contact. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Wade. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays.
Oh, he's got some space. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Black Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The Black Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Takes the grab. tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pocket breaking down. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Memphis.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. The defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
Well, he gets the first down on that one. I think if he could do it over, though, he would do his best to stay inbounds and try to bleed as much clock. With the lead right now, obviously the clock is their ally. That's something that they're going to work more on in practice as the season progresses.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Flowers. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It's complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way. So the defense...
Touchdown, Army! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Throws for the tight end. Makes a grab in the open. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.